Today we are revitalizing a storm grate that sits in a window well. So in order to do that, we have to get the setup. So we're going to get a couple old tarps here, and we got a little workstation, got some old sawhorses to hold down the corners if any wind should come. And then we got this big heavy grate that sits kind of on top of a window. Well, kind of right in front of a window, and protects people from falling in the big pit of despair by the window. And so I decided to do a video on this. See, we got all this rust buildup here. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw some paint on here and we're going to make it look pretty. And so I figured I would just do a video if anybody has these accents around their house. It is very nice to finish off all the little details because, as they say, the devil is in the details. We're going to be using this Rust-Oleum. It's got primer and paint in one, and we're going to make sure that we are moving in a 360 degree fashion. All right, and here is section one right here. I'm working on section one. I've broken up in two sections. This is section one, and we're going to make sure that we hit section one 360 degrees all the way around. So I went one side, now we're hitting the other side. And you really want to make sure that you approach something like this, because there are so many angles on something like this. If you don't, you're going to have major misses and it's not going to look even and it won't turn out great. You also want to remember to not use too much paint when you do this. Always keep your hand moving when the trigger is pulled. You must keep it moving, otherwise you're going to get paint buildup in certain areas, and then you're going to get runs, and nobody wants runny paint. Okay, so this is section two. We already did section one. You're just going to do section two like you did section one. So in order to save time, boom, it's done. And now we're going to flip this over, and oh yeah, oh man, this thing is heavy. So if you have a bad back, or you just maybe you're not as strong as the big guy in the video here, get somebody to help you. I mean, there's no point hurting yourself for something like a storm grate. Okay, so there we go. We got a couple coats on here, and I think it looks really, really good. It's kind of hard to tell in the sunlight, but here we go. We got more shade in the back. Here's the pit of despair, everybody. The pit of despair is protected. So if you have kids or a dog or whatever in the middle of the night walking by, no one is going through here, and it just has a really nice look around the house, I think. Anyways, I really like this old sort of wrought iron stuff. Good luck with your projects.